Well, the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, has indicated that he is ready to amend the Ghana Education Tertiary Commission Act 1023, to allow more time for tertiary universities to acquire a presidential charter. GTEC, in February 2024, gave a 6-month ultimatum to all universities, especially the private universities, to get chartered or risk shutdown. Appearing before the Public Accounts Committee, the Education Minister first indicated that he's taking steps to amend the GTEC Act to give the schools more time to do the needful. James Savaji has more.
GTEC Act, every university which wants to operate under autonomy and issue its own certificate will have to acquire a presidential charter within 4 to 6 years of establishment and operation. In the absence of these, they are required to affiliate with universities with charter to issue certificates in the name of those universities. But as of last year, GTEC revealed that 77 universities failed to acquire the charter, hence the threat to shut them down. Responding to queries at the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament, the Education Minister, Haruna Idrisu, said he is taking steps to review the Act to extend the 4 to 6 years mandatory period.
Government is reviewing that position, and there may be a policy review of it to extend the moratorium, but certainly not to perpetuity. But we would give them some space of time. Chairman, noting that not every qualified Ghanaian student has the opportunity to be admitted into a public tertiary institution, they will be in denial if we were to be high-handed in terms of the regulation. But that's what the law requires him to do. So I may seek a review of the law in order that we extend the period of the charter and then learn from best practice. What happens in Australia, what happens in the US or UK? How are those private institutions able to cope with the public tertiary institutions?
He said the threat of shutdown, if carried out, would do Ghana's educational system more harm than good, raising he's exploring more options to deal with the matter without compromising on quality.
If we did that, apart from the students who will be affected, Ghanaians in the private sector who are investing in private tertiary education, that will be a disincentive to them.
Joining us, Dr. Peter Anti is Executive Director of the Institute of Education Studies and has joined us via Zoom for more on this. Mr. Anti, where do you stand on this? That some more lifeline be given to the universities to stay in operation while working on acquiring a presidential charter? Where do you stand on this?
Thank you very much, and good morning to your viewers. Well, I think the minister is faced with two options. One, to either enforce the charter and then shut down universities that are not able to reach the set standards, or to give them the opportunity to upgrade within a specific reasonable period so that they will be able to reach the set standard. And I think that is going for the option that is more progressive, because what we have to understand is that these private universities do not operate in a vacuum. They provide an essential service. As a country, we have decided that within the next 4 to 5 years, we should be able to improve our tertiary enrollment rate to a level that is around 40%. How do we do that? The public universities alone will not be able to achieve that, and that is why you need the private sector to support that, especially in an era where you are doing free senior high school, and a lot of your students are likely to access secondary education. And after that, they will need to enter these tertiary institutions, the universities, and so on and so forth. So it is just good and for the ministry to think outside the box and give room for universities that have not been able to meet the set standards that have been set by GTEC. But what I want to add further is that the university the ministry should not just give them the opportunity to, increase the years, but they should also provide them with the needed assistance and a clear pathway that would enable them get the needed resources and then everything that they need to be able to meet that standard. So it's not just a matter of giving them the opportunity to upgrade, but also they should support them in all possible ways to be able to get to that set standard that they are supposed to.
What then is the essence of the charter if they can be churning out students and awarding certificates without it? How then can we ensure quality?
No, I don't think that they are going to be without a charter. What the minister is suggesting, what I think is that he's going to give them additional years to be able to meet the set standard that the tech needs in order that they will be provided with that particular charter. And in that perspective, it means that there's going to be continuous monitoring and supervision to ensure that the kind of education that is being provided within these private universities are of a certain level. The point is that they might not be able to reach the set standard within the year or the time frame that has been given. And that is why I think the ministry should go beyond the worst and also support them in any way possible to be able to get to that level that they are required to get to.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Peter Enti, for that. Let's take